Assalamu alaikum. We continue today with the different forms of a noun, the dual and the plural and the singular. But first we will talk about these pronouns. These are called the separate pronouns. And here you see for the first person, ana, I, it's for feminine and masculine. Same thing, ana, if it's separate. Nahnu is we, feminine or masculine, for we. Nahnu, this is separate. Now for the second person, notice these six pronouns here, separate pronouns, they all start with this an. Anta, the second, you notice this ta there. So notice the difference between them. So they all have this ant in them. Then what's added changes which person you are talking to, or who's the second person. So anta, this a here, anta, that's you singular, masculine. Antuma, you both, for feminine and masculine. Antuma, notice this ma is added there. Antum, you plural, masculine. Notice this for masculine. Anti, notice the difference between the masculine singular second person a and the feminine is e. So anti, ti, anta. So that's you singular feminine. Antuma, you both, feminine and masculine. Same thing. Notice this here and this there, same thing for the second person. Antunna is for the second person plural, feminine. So notice the n for the feminine here, plural, second person, after this ta here. And this m here for the masculine plural, second person. Now here is the third person. Notice it starts with this ha here, ha. So huwa, that's for he, masculine, third person. Now a variation of it is this connected pronoun. Usually these are listed separately, the connected pronouns, but I wanted to mention it here because we will see it in the examples we are using in some of these books now. So just be familiar with it. This here is the same as this huwa, but this here is separate. Now here you will see it he or who. It's the same thing, it means the same thing, but depending on the short vowel on the letter before it, it can be who or he. Now with the verb, it means him in English. That's how it's used in English. If you say I asked him, that's with the verb. With the noun, you say his book. If you say his book in English, you say his. So these two here, when they're connected to a verb, they indicate, they match the him in English. If they're connected to a noun, they are like his in English. So with these two here, they connect to a noun or a verb or a meaning letter. With a noun, they mean his, and with a verb, they mean him. And with a meaning letter, it's like he or him, as innahu, he is, or minhu, from him. Huma, that's for the third person, both of them, for feminine or masculine. Now, with a verb, you will see it just an a there. You will not see this ma there for this verb in the past. You will only see this a. So this a is called the pronoun for the third person dual. So you will see katab, he wrote, kataba, they both wrote. So that's the pronoun there. Here is hum, that's the separate pronoun for the masculine, hum. Notice the there for the masculine, for the third person, masculine plural. Now with a verb, that noun pronoun is indicated with this wa here. This a here is not pronounced, it's just this u there. So if I want to say they wrote, I would say katabu, katabu, katabu. And this wa will be the subject pronoun. and here this a is the subject pronoun for the dual. Here, هي, she, هي, that's for the singular third person, هي. So هو, that's for the third person masculine, هي for third person feminine. Now in English you would say her, let's say her book. In here in Arabic you say ha. So with the verb, same thing as here. It means I gave her. If I say أعطيتها, it means I gave her in English. In English you use the same pronoun with nouns and verbs. So you say her book or I gave her book. So just like the ha in Arabic, it's used with both. In English you have the feminine pronoun used with both. So her. So ha, this you will see it with verbs and nouns as ha. With nouns it's her, possessive. With verbs it's the object. Also you will see it with meaning letters. إنها, منها. Now both of them huma, notice huma, the third person separate is the same for feminine and masculine. That's for the both of them. Now notice the difference here. كتبتا. So here for the dual كتبا, here كتبتا. This ta is added. This here is called the feminizing ta. It's supposed to be silent. You will always see it like this. If the word has diacritics, you will see this mark for no movement. But here they had to move it because of this a. Because this a will always cause the letter before it, if it's a consonant, to have this a sound there. So that's an exception if you have to use this pronoun a. So you feminize the verb with this ta, so it indicates a feminine, third person feminine. Then you add the dual here. As I said, I don't want to go into too much detail here. Just be aware of this form. Now you can come back to this if you need to, or at least know that there is a difference between the dual in the feminine and the masculine here for the third person. Now in the separately there's the same. Now an here is for the third person. This hunna here, hunna, that's the separate pronoun for the feminine plural, third person. Now this here would be the pronoun connected to a verb. So you would see a verb كتبنا. You would see here كتبنا. So this n here is the pronoun for the third person feminine, a plural. So كتبنا, this n here. So this is a quick review of these separate pronouns and some of the connected pronouns. So these also divide into subject and object pronouns. They're separate. This way, the minute when you know them, you'll know what the subject and the object. So now we will look at the dual and plural of nouns, or different forms of a noun, with these separate pronouns. So here we have the feminine and masculine, an example. Here it says أنا, I. This is I. For the first person singular, I. Here it says ولد, which means boy. And here it says بنت, which means a girl. So with the first person, plural or singular, there is no masculine or feminine. The first person, you just say أنا. That's I, for I. Now, here we have different divisions with the masculine and the feminine. So this first group here is a masculine, but you see it in different situations. So this is, all these here mean boy or boys or two boys or three or more, a plural of boys. But here they have the different separate pronouns. We just talked about these. So here you have هو ولد, أنت ولد, أنا ولد. You see, he is a boy. So هو here, that's the pronoun for the singular third person masculine. You know, remember, we are talking about the masculine here, مذكر. هما ولدان. Notice the third person dual masculine, هما. So ولدان, two boys. By adding that an here, and this indicates the two of them. So هما ولدان, so they are both boys or they are two boys. أنت, you, notice this movement there, that's singular, second person singular masculine, ولد. أنت ولد. You are a boy. So this is the separate pronoun for the second person singular masculine, أنت. أنا is I. So that I am a, there is no am in Arabic, so it's a I, ولد, boy. So that's for the first person. Now, أنتما, you notice they added this ma to this anta here. So the sta gets the short vowel u, antu, antuma. Antuma, that's the second person dual. So antuma is the separate pronoun for the dual. You both. You both are two boys. ولدان. ولدان, two boys. Or both of you are boys. نحن, that's the first person plural, which is the same for masculine and feminine in Arabic. So we are both boys or we are two boys. So here they used the first person with the plural and the dual is the same word, نحن here. So نحن ولدان, we are two boys or we are both boys. So notice that the dual case there. هم, they, for the masculine, هم. You add this am for masculine. هم أولاد. Now this is a broken plural, which means they broke the original to form this plural. So notice this a added there and this hamza a. So it changed the form, that's why they call it broken. So that's what broken plural, أولاد. هم أولاد, they are boys. أنتم أولاد, you are boys, that's the second person plural. And that's what this am is for, أنتم. أنتم. So this is the second person plural, أنتم masculine, أولاد. أنتم, you are boys. نحن, we. Notice the we, same thing for the dual and the plural. نحن أولاد, we are boys. So this here is the masculine plural, أولاد, boys. Here you have the feminine, مؤنث. So you have singular here, the dual here, and the plural here. Notice how you have the ha starting with, for the third person, you always start with this ha there. Ha, 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 ha. And these are separate pronouns. So she is a girl. هي. She is a girl. That's bent. Bent is a girl. So هي, she. أنت, notice the short vowel here, the e, أنت. أنت, bent. You are a girl. So you are a girl. This is the separate pronoun for the second person, singular feminine, أنت. أنا, that's for I. So أنا, I. Notice it's the same as in the masculine, I. So I is the same thing here and there for the masculine and feminine. Bent is a girl. So notice there is no difference. For the first person singular, same pronoun, separate pronoun, أنا, I. نحن, same thing. Notice here they have the diacritics on it. So نحن, same thing as for the first person dual. as in نحن here. So that's same thing. So first person pronoun I, أنا, or نحن for the dual or the plural are the same for masculine and feminine. Here بنتان, 2 girls. Over here girls with an S, so that's a plural. You notice the same نحن is for the first person plural here. Here it's for the dual, same word, same word. So just remember this. First person, singular, dual or masculine, plural, are the same for feminine and masculine. Now notice this بنات here is a broken plural, هن. Now here for the هما, notice with the dual, they both هما ولدان, هما ولدان. And here هما بنتان. So the third person dual is also the same for masculine and feminine. So just remember this. These two are the same pronoun. So هما is for dual, third person masculine or feminine. أنتما, second person dual feminine, أنتما, is the same as second person masculine dual, أنتما أنتما. So you can say أنتما to 2 boys or أنتما to 2 girls. أنتما بنتان. Notice that A and there an. بنتان. From bint became بنتان. That's how you get the dual. Now أنتن, pointing to here by the arrows, is for the second person plural feminine. أنتن بنات. You are girls. Thank you for listening. See you next time inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.